All right, we're live. I'm going to make this intro very quick. This is an emergency episode of the Pack Dat podcast on a Sunday. We're filling out a March Madness bracket. We feel like we owe the people that. So here we are. How are we doing?
Plus some bonus content.
Sunday, Mace?
Doing pretty good. We just finally got the full March Madness bracket, aside from whoever wins the first 4 games. And we already have who we think is going to win every single game, even though it's been out for literally like 13 minutes?
Yeah. Maybe. All right, let's just get straight to it. We got the East bracket, number 1 Duke versus number 16 Siena. You know, you never know what can happen, but this Duke team is so good. All right, moving on. We got 8 Ohio State versus 9 TCU. Let's look at some info here. Overview. Pretty even matchup. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, but I'm still going to Ohio State just because I love how Bruce Thornton plays the game, and it's going to be hard to stop him. So I'm going to Ohio State.
I'm going to go with you here. All right. St. John's versus Northern Iowa.
Okay. St. John, dude. I love Ian Jackson with St. John over there. And, yeah, I just don't see how anyone at Northern Iowa really has that poses a threat to St. John.
Hey, Rick Pitino's a dog. I love Rick Pitino. Always have. All right, we've got Kansas versus Cal Baptist. Darren Peterson versus I don't know anybody on this team.
Some dude here. I'm going Kansas. I mean, it's Darren Peterson. When Darren Peterson plays, he's at minimum a top 5 player in college basketball.
Yeah,
and I just don't see him stop him.
All right. We've got 6 Louisville versus 11 South Florida. Is this an upset here?
Now, I'll be honest. All I know about Louisville is that they have Mikael Brown Jr., and he's had a great year for a freshman. He's going to be one of the top picks in the NBA draft next year. South Florida, I know a lot of people are saying, is a pretty good team. I could see upset, but I want to go to Louisville because of Mikael Brown Jr.
Okay, so Louisville. Okay. Good. The audio kind of. Oh, jeez. This is already off to a great start.
What, the audio?
Yes. All right. Number 3, Michigan State versus the 14 NDSU. Jeremy Fears, I know that name.
I mean, I'm going Michigan State. I mean, no other team really sticks out, but they all play just so well together.
I feel like this East bracket is really simple.
Really straightforward.
It gets harder. Number 7 UCLA versus 10 UCF.
Okay, this is where I'm going my first upset. I'm going UCF. UCF has played really good basketball, and their percentages are really pretty good. I like them a lot.
I wish I could see the team summaries, but whatever. I'll go with you here, UCF. All right, UConn versus Furman. Now, hey, Furman holds a very special place in my heart. But
I think in all of us does. Yeah, UConn by $250,000.
All right, let's go region by region. All right, we've got Florida versus one of the first 4 games, either Lehigh or Prairie View A&M. I mean, does it really matter who wins there?
No, it does not matter. It's Florida.
All right, we've got 8 Clemson versus 9 Iowa.
Okay, I'm going to go Iowa. I like Bennett Sturz a lot. He's been on this. I think he's been I forget who Iowa's coach is, but he has been there just this year, but he's been with Bennett Sturz his entire career, I think. And I just love their chemistry together.
Ben McCollum.
There you
Ben
go.
McCollum is the head coach.
Yeah, him and Bennett Sturz have been together for at least 2 years, and they play well.
All right, we've got Vandy versus McNeese.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I don't know anything about either team. I know one thing. I know Oricon. That's all I know. But this is not the same McNeese team as last year. I'm just going to go Vanderbilt just because the rankings are. That's really all I can say about that one.
They ain't got Will Wade anymore. We've got number 4 Nebraska versus number 13 Troy.
Okay, I honestly feel like Troy can make a pretty good run for this game, but I don't think they're going to end up winning it. But I wouldn't be surprised if an upset does happen here. But I'm going to go Nebraska. I think Nebraska has too much all-around talent for a team like Troy.
Okay. We've got UNC versus VCU. Now, Caleb Wilson not playing. Does this affect this?
I think it really does. I mean, they got to rely on Henry Vassier and Seth Trimble, who are both good players. Granted, I'll give them that. But I mean, I don't know. Caleb Wilson was a huge impact on this team. They're like one of the whole reasons that they're even ranked this high.
Yeah.
I've already had a few upsets so far. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I kind of want to go VCU.
I'm okay with that.
Like
hey, shout out Mo Alley Cox, bro. Shout out Mo Alley Cox, bro.
All right, we've got number 3 Illinois versus number 14 Penn. Not Penn State, just Penn.
Yeah. Okay, Penn. I forgot who the player is, but I've been seeing a lot of videos on this one player they have recently. Apparently, oh my goodness, wait, his name is TJ something. Either way, his story that he started at Duke. He was like the 17th overall recruit his freshman year. Went to Duke, didn't play. Transferred to Illinois, didn't play again. And apparently he's been carrying Penn this season. With that being said, there you go. But then again, Illinois has do they have Zvonimir Visic? Zvonimir Visic? I think they do. But regardless, they're just a really good team. I'm going to go with Illinois.
Illinois? Okay. Illinois. Let's move them on. All right. We've got number 7 St. Mary's versus number 10 Texas A&M.
I honestly don't know a thing about either one of these teams. You can just kind of go with who you want to go with. I'll be okay with it.
I'll jump in here. I don't listen. If you want insight from me, you've come to the wrong place. I just go based off of vibes a lot of the times, and the vibe I get, St. Mary's, I always have them going far, and they always let me down. A&M was my sleeper team last year, and they let me down. So it's 2 teams that I'm very upset with, but I'm leaning A&M because I feel like St. Mary's, they just always let me down.
And dude, Perfect went there.
Yes, and Dak Prescott did not go there.
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel went there. I don't know why Dak was on my mind.
Dak, because it's the same Johnny colors in another state. Because that and Mississippi State look very similar.
I don't know why Dak came to mind when I was clearly thinking of Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel I saw, but for some reason Dak came to mind. I don't know. All right, Houston, Idaho.
Okay, Kingston Fleming and Christian Eck might legitimately just beat them by themselves.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
On that one. All right, let's go to the West bracket. Number 1 seed, Arizona versus Fins Up, Long Island.
Okay, well, I don't care if they're playing Southeastern Louisiana University, all right? I mean, no one's got Kobe Pete and Braden Buries along with the role players that they have. This would be Arizona by a lot.
Yeah. All right, we've got Villanova versus Utah State. Who's my suggested pick? Utah State. What do you think?
Now, I'll be honest, don't know anything about either one of these teams. I know Villanova has had a lot of past and prior success. But, things are best left in the past. So if they think Utah State's the best pick, you know what? We'll listen to them. Go Utah State.
Let's go with Utah State. All right, this one is easy. Wisconsin versus High Point.
High Point is by far, I think the most predictable upset here. I'm going High Point. Chase Johnston, if y'all don't know already, is literally like a Jack Golke clone. This man, in the entire season, has shot 4 2-point shots and has missed them all. And he's shooting like 49% from 3 with like 160 attempts. It's crazy.
Sniper. Living, breathing definition of a sniper. All right. Arkansas versus Hawaii. This is another one I don't think we need to spend much time on. Why are they suggesting all upsets right now? Arkansas is so good. They're not going to lose. Yeah,
dude, Darius Acuff is going to be one of the hardest players to guard in the NBA in a few years.
All right. Number 6, BYU versus either Texas or NC State. We will find out.
Now, see, this changes things for me because Love the Bonsa. I've talked very highly of him outside and during the podcast in the past, but I think it really depends on who they play here. If it's
Right.
BYU versus Texas, I think BYU moves on. If it's NC State and they play BYU, I think NC State moves on. But I'm gonna pick
I wish we could
BYU just
predict the first
because.
four.
Yeah, exactly. I wish too, but I'm gonna go BYU just because of the Bonsa. I think no matter who they play, they still have a good chance of winning, even if they might lose to NC State if they play them. But we can't predict the first four, so you know.
You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this real quick.
We're gonna make our
here.
own like bracket of the. We're gonna make like our own first four.
No. I'm going to my trusty college basketball game simulator that I always make a bracket with every year, and we're gonna use it today for Texas versus NC State to determine who wins.
Who moves on? Who they wins? Okay. See,
yes,
I like the way you think.
Here's what I think: if Texas wins against NC State, BYU is going to beat Texas. If NC State wins, NC State's going to beat BYU. That's what I think.
It's so nice having a smart co-host, guys. Yeah, I have no idea. If any of y'all have own questions, who knows how we're talking about has a better idea than you. But I would have never thought of this shit.
Yeah, I think of this stuff on the fly. All right, Texas wins. BYU moves on.
All right, so we're not changing the pick. Okay, then let's go.
We've got Gonzaga versus Kennesaw State. Shout out to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker went to Kennesaw State.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the Kennesaw State baddies. And dude, there's literally like a whole like TikTok hashtag full of Kennesaw State black baddies. And dude, shout out my melanin queens, dude. They have some absolute stunners there.
I think I might have to check that out. I have heard of that before.
No, I don't know what it is. It was a few months ago, but I heard about it. I looked up and I was like, they ain't lying, bro. That being said, I'm sorry, I'm going Gonzaga.
Yeah, Gonzaga. Mark Few.
If this was a looks contest, I'm taking Kennesaw State as like my champion probably. But the fact that it's basketball related, I'm taking Gonzaga.
Hey, definitely not picking. It's funny that BYU is the team that we talked about right before Kennesaw State and that whole ordeal.
Am I forgetting about like a certain event? So the soaking
BYU,
thing?
Okay, yeah, all right. Because they can't BYU. They're not allowed to.
Yeah,
all right, Miami, Missouri.
Also, apparently, hold on. I learned something actually about that. Apparently, they classify Kool-Aid as a party drink at BYU. Apparently, like I've seen people go around campus asking like, "What's your favorite adult beverage?" Like party drinks. People want to go like, I don't know, like root beer or Kool-Aid. People are idiots, dude.
Okay, well, let's go to the polar opposite of BYU, Miami versus Missouri.
Okay, I'll be honest. The only thing about either team is that Missouri has a 7'4" guy named Trent Burns who was kind of famous in like the AAU circuit for a little bit. I don't know if he actually plays or not. You know, just
Should we throw this in the simulator?
I mean, I don't care who we pick here. Like, if you want to do that and you pick who wins that, go ahead. If you want to just pick one right now, go ahead.
Let's throw it in there. Let's see what happens. It's taking a sweet time to load. All right, Mizzou. Let's go. All right, Purdue versus Queens. Not Queens, New York. Queens, North Carolina.
Yeah, Purdue. Braden Smith might have 1,000. Is that his name?
That dude's cold.
I know. Oh, I think you're like checking me. I was like, duh.
Yeah. All right. Is that it for West? Okay. We've got the Midwest bracket. Michigan versus either UMBC or HU Howard. UMBC. We all remember what UMBC did.
Yeah.
As a 16 seed. But not this
year. Ain't gonna happen again though. Yaxo Lindborg is gonna absolutely just have his way with y'all.
I would throw that in the simulator, UMBC or Howard, if it really mattered. But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Georgia, St. Louis.
Okay, this is gonna be a very good game because Georgia has Dominique Wilkinson, Jace Wilkins, and his highlight reel is insane. He needs to get more playing time, but Georgia's a lot of high flyers, a lot of good athletes. St. Louis, I believe that's where Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goes to. Do you know that is Robbie Avila?
Say it again.
Okay, so either you're. Do you know who Robbie Avila is? And it means like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's a white
Yeah.
guy that plays big man. I
Yeah.
think for St. Louis.
Hmm.
Is he at Illinois State? Is he like Illinois? He was at some kind of Illinois college, I thought, for some reason. Oh, Indiana State. Oh, no, I'm not even thinking about the wrong team, to be honest. He's at Indiana
Hold
State.
on 1 second. Yeah. You're thinking of the right guy.
He's on St. Louis?
Yes.
No? Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Brain's not working. But yeah, I want to go St. Louis because I really like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Man, that's an underrated bag.
All right. Texas Tech versus Akron. Give me Akron.
And you know what? I'm going to let Sterling roll here because I don't know nothing about either of these teams.
I just thought Akron's record was better. And plus, Texas Tech doesn't have JT Toppin. So, give me Akron. All right, we've got Alabama versus Hofstra. Hey, Marcus Colston, your team made it. Speedy Claxton, that's head coach.
It makes me want to pick him just because of that fact that Speedy Claxton is their head coach.
And Marcus Colston.
But
they're
but
just
do we
suggesting
really?
that I pick every upset.
Well,
Jeez.
I'm picking Alabama.
Okay, I can agree with that. All right, this is going to be one of the games we need to sim. Miami, Ohio versus SMU. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Absolutely.
Because that really affects this.
For those,
Go ahead and
for those who
explain.
didn't see Selection Sunday, Miami, Ohio lost literally a single game this season. They're like 31-1. So everyone expected them to beat, but still got pretty
Wow.
high. Again, at least. Which is absolutely insane. It has no losing
Okay,
to SMU.
listen. Whoever is in charge of the internet at Southeastern, you really need to go. Messing up this whole show. All right. Well, this thing has SMU absolutely destroying Miami, Ohio. So, in this case,
Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee.
Native Mint and Co. win. I'm sorry about this, listeners. I really do apologize. This is something we can't control here. Virginia versus Wright State is our next matchup. And I've never heard of Wright State before. Of course, it is telling me I should pick them, but I'm not. I'm going Virginia. Virginia is a very notorious choker. Virginia is a very notorious choker, but not now. Speaking of notorious chokers over the last couple of years, Kentucky versus Santa Clara. And I think Kentucky's going to do it again. You got anything for Kentucky versus Santa Clara? No? Okay. All right. Iowa State versus Tennessee State. Oh, wow. They're actually saying I go favorite here. Okay. We'll go Iowa State. Our next matchup. Okay, now it says you're muted. I can unmute you. No, I can't.
Well, there you go.
All right, here we go. Do you have anything about Kentucky, Santa Clara? I feel like you have some insight on that.
Yeah, Kentucky, Santa Clara. I mean, Kentucky's a good team, but they're kind of just like known for choking here. And not that it's necessarily going to happen again. I just think that Santa Clara is really underrated. So yeah, they're going to choke.
Okay, let's stay down here. Let's stay down here. We've got Iowa State versus Santa Clara.
Iowa State. I don't know who. I don't know a single player on that roster. Yeah, they're really good. So I'm gonna go Iowa State though.
Okay, I'm with that. Tennessee, Virginia.
Okay. Again, I don't know any of these schools' players except for Native Mint.
And sometimes just having the best player does the trick.
Yeah, I would just go Tennessee.
Tennessee. They have the best player. Let's just pick them. Akron versus Bama. 61 true shooting percentage. Jeez. I might have to pick Akron.
You want to go Akron? I'm
That's
okay with
crazy
that.
numbers. 61 true shooting percentage?
Yeah.
Why not? All right, Michigan versus St. Louis. Don't need to spend much time here.
Michigan. Yeah, Michigan.
Let's work our way up. Purdue versus Mizzou. I don't think we need to spend much time here either.
Purdue.
All right, we've got AJ DeBonsa and Co. versus Gonzaga. What is my suggested pick?
Oh,
Gonzaga.
I'm going BYU.
All right, you know what? This is how we're going to settle it. If we both disagree, we're going to throw it in the simulator. We've got BYU versus Gonzaga. All right. The simulator never lies. But it probably will. All right, BYU moves on. All right, we've got High Point versus Arkansas. Oh, no. No. These are my two teams in this
players in
tournament.
college basketball. Darius Acuff and Chase Johnson. Who goes down, Cyril?
I have to go Arkansas.
There you go.
John Calipari is just a demon, man. He's going to coach his tail off. He's going to coach like he's never coached before in this tournament. I feel like he's got something to prove. I don't know why. I just think he does. What do you think? You going High Point?
Yep.
All right. Let's throw it in the sim.
High Point's going to win?
Yeah.
No. Who thinks he's going to win?
Arkansas.
High Point? No, I want no. I'm Arkansas.
Okay. I heard Arkansas in that, so let's just go with that. All right. Arizona, Utah State. I don't think this needs
Arizona,
much explanation.
not even close.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Arizona. All right, here we go. Duke versus Ohio State. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I honestly wouldn't. If I saw an upset here, I wouldn't be that surprised, to be honest. But I do think Duke pulls it off.
All right, St. John's versus Kansas. Rick Pitino versus Bill Self. What a coaching matchup. I need this.
I know.
Oh, man. This fully depends on Darren Peterson.
I hate to say it. I'm going Rick Pitino and St. John's.
That's what I'm saying. I think it fully depends on Darren Peterson, and I don't know. And I just like Rick Pitino a lot, and St. John's. I would have to agree. All right, Louisville, Michael Brown and company versus Jeremy Fears and Michigan State. This is going to be a good matchup.
I agree, but I'm going Michigan State. I mean, that team just meshes together so well. They're like always in sync, it feels.
My heart's telling me go Louisville, so we're going to throw this in the simmer.
All right.
I like Michael Brown. And don't get me wrong, hey, I like Jeremy Fears, and I like his brother too. But I don't know. Something tells me go Louisville. And plus, my favorite NFL player went there.
I can't bet against my boy Flight 55.
If this thing would load, I will have an answer. Come on, simmer. Is this game going to like triple OT or something?
Is that one Texas A&M LSU football game?
Michigan State. All right, UCF, UConn.
Okay, UConn.
Dan Hurley don't play. They're taking it home. All right.
Just for the audience, whoever's watching this, if y'all feel like we're making like the most like boring, like obvious picks, we're sorry, but this year's madness feels like pretty straightforward. It kind of
NIL is low-key killing the upset.
Yeah, it's pretty well known. Like only like 6 or so teams are really gonna even have a chance of winning this.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of winning this, the reigning champs, Florida versus Iowa.
I'm going Florida.
Yeah, Boogie Fland.
Boogie Fland.
I know you like Boogie Fland.
I do love me some Boogie Fland.
All right, we got Vandy versus Nebraska.
I have no idea. You can go with whoever you want.
I'm gonna sim it. I think that's the only way to settle it.
Yeah.
Vandy versus Nebraska. Mind you, using this simmer, I make like 4 brackets a year. just using the simulator. I find that fun. Anyway, Nebraska. Let's go Nebraska. The Huskers. All right. We've got VCU versus Illinois.
Illinois, dude. I'm saying right now.
Ain't that where Keaton Wagler goes?
Dude, yeah, Keaton Wagler and Zvamir Visic. Dude, people are gonna learn the name Nicholas Avdalis. By the end of March Madness,
yeah, I know that name.
You will know who Nicholas Avdalis is, dude.
All right. A&M versus Houston, the battle of the Texas teams.
Houston.
Yeah, it hurts because I want to go A&M, but yeah, Kristen Eck and Kingston Flemings are too much of a killer duo. All right, let's stay right down here. Illinois versus Houston.
Dude, I'm going
this is
Illinois.
Tough. This is starting to get hard here.
I'm going Illinois.
I'm going to go Houston just so we can sim it.
See, I love Houston. I don't care. If this game happened, I wouldn't be mad at whoever won. But, dude, I just think Illinois is going to come in with a passion that they know they're underrated. They're going to turn it up.
Okay. I'm going Houston. So let's see what happens in the simmer. You're going to see the simmer probably pop up a lot here with this Sweet 16. I think that's what we're in right now. Come on. Here we go. Houston wins it by 3.
Damn, what's the final score?
72-69. Okay, so this is Sweet 16. Okay, Florida versus Nebraska.
Florida.
I'll go Florida. All right. Michigan State versus UConn. Tom Izzo versus Dan Hurley. Give me this coaching matchup.
Dude,
Please
I'm going
give me this
Izzo.
coaching matchup.
I'm going to Izzo and the Spartans.
Give me UConn. Give me Dan Hurley. I love Dan Hurley. All right, let's go. Let's sim this baby. Michigan State versus UConn. I'm going to have to type in Connecticut. Here we go. Come on, Dan. Get it done. Get it done, Dan. Come on, Dan. I love me some Dan Hurley, if you can't tell. It is. Oh, UConn. Let's go. Duke versus St. John's. I love me some Rick Pitino, but this is where it ends, brother.
Yeah, I'm going Duke.
All right. Arizona versus Arkansas. Oh, no.
This could go either way.
I'm leaning Arkansas. I can't lie.
I'm leaning Zona just because of Koa Pete and Braden Berries.
I do like Koa Pete, but Coach Cal and Acuff, I feel like they can get it done. But we'll throw it in the simmer. Make it fair. And we will have a result momentarily. It is going to be Arizona, unfortunately. All right. BYU versus Purdue. I think Purdue.
Yeah, but Purdue's more experienced.
So we got 1-2, 1-2. Jeez. Boring bracket.
Yeah, but, you know.
Michigan versus Akron.
Michigan.
Yep. Tennessee, Iowa State.
We can go Tennessee to make it a 1-6 instead of a 1-2. Doesn't change who's winning next round.
For the sake of the bracket, we're going Tennessee. All right, Michigan, Tennessee. We can just make this quick. We've got Arizona versus Purdue. I want to say Arizona.
Yeah, I hate to be basic, but I think it just is Arizona.
Duke versus UConn.
Again, I hate to be basic. I just think it's going to be Duke.
Yeah, me too. And then Florida versus Houston. I want to go Houston.
I'm going Houston. I completely agree.
All right, Final Four. Not all 1 seeds. Like last year? Wasn't last year all 1 seeds?
I think so, yeah.
We have a 2 in there. So, or you want to start on the left or the right?
I think it's go left to right.
All right, Duke versus Houston. Cam Boozer versus Kingston Flemings and Kristen Eck.
Man, this is rough because I love both of these teams.
I know.
I think we're going to go Houston, though.
I'm with you. All right, Arizona, Michigan.
Okay, Yasha Lindborg, he's a senior. This is his last year to get to this shit. He's gonna ball his life out. Doesn't matter. They still lose to Arizona.
I want to agree, but I'm rooting for Yaxel. But sorry, buddy. It's Arizona's time. All right. Houston, Arizona, national championship.
See,
Let me tell you something. Arizona, I have a personal preference. You know what? I'm going to let you go first, actually. I'm going to save this.
I feel maternal to this game if it were to happen for the championship. For a few reasons. One, Kingston. Yeah, I got love for this shit, man. Kingston Fleming's the absolute baller. This man's amazing. It's so exciting to see him play. So I want to see him win for that. But I also want to see him lose because Chris Nack. Don't get me wrong, I love Chris Nack, but we have a past with one of his own high schools. This is high school, F that high school. I want him to lose.
Okay, you're going to have to say the whole high school thing again. We have beef with the high school Chris Nack went to. Is what he's trying to say. Oh, boy.
I don't know why it does this, but I'm going to Arizona.
All right. Arizona. I picked you guys to win it all last year, and was it last year? I think it was last year. I picked you guys to win it all last year, and you let me down. All right? You let me down. That being said, Houston, I feel like they always kind of fall short of what they should be. So, okay, so who did you pick? Did you pick Arizona?
I'm picking Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona, you guys let me down, and I still do not forgive you for it, although I do like Koa Pete, and I do like Burries. But Kristen Nack and Kingston Flemings, those two are just a crazy 1-2 punch. So I'm going Houston. We're going to sim this, baby. Arizona, Houston, national title. Who's going to win it? We're leaving it up to chance. And it is going to be the Houston Cougars with a final score of 78-75, as the sim suggested. All right. This bracket is going to be dead wrong. I don't expect this to be good. But I hope you enjoyed it. This bonus Sunday emergency episode. We're going to hit finish bracket on this bad boy. And we're going to name it the Pack Dat bracket. Or also known as the Packet. Am I cooking or what? All right.
Give him a freaking
Thank you
packet,
for listening.
Yo.
Stop handing me a freaking packet, yo. All right. Well,
Hand me a freaking
enjoy your
packet,
Sunday. The rest of your Sunday. Enjoy March Madness if you're watching. And we'll see you. Well, I don't know if we'll see you. At least I'll see you on Thursday. Peace out.